Hello again. This is the General Authority of Civil Aviation training session for the CORSIA Reporting System Part 3. As usual, to get into the CORSIA Reporting System, you require the username and a password. Next, we choose the CORSIA Reporting. Here again, the CRS operator's profile. It will appear all the time whenever you choose the ER form or CRT form or the MP form. Now, we have done the ERP form in the session 1. We have done the CRT form in the session 2. So today we're going to do the EMP form. EMP stands for Emission Monitoring Plan form. This is where the information coming from the operator to the civil aviation for the next year plan. Before we proceed to the EMP form, you must have a solid document of an Excel reporting from the operator for the next year planning for the 2020. This is a typical CORSIA emission monitoring plan submitted from the operator to the civil aviation. It has all the tabs that required with information to do the planning for the next year, which is we consider the year 2020. First thing we can look at it is the versions. It will tell you that this version of the plan for the year 2020 has version 1 and number of version 0, date of update of 12 June, and emission monitoring plan is valid from 1st of January 2020. Now we go back to the Access program and see where do we fit in this information. So let's go now to the EMP form by pressing it, and it will come out with an address saying that it's an emission monitoring plan system for CORSIA Airlines. As a reminder, because some people might make a mistake going into the plan instead of the reporting. So if you want to go for the reporting, you go back to the main page again. But now it's for the emission monitoring plan system for CORSIA Airlines for the year 2020. Here we have to make sure that this plan has been approved. And what is the date of approval? Let's say somebody approved it on the 13th May 2019 for the 2020 plan. And here the attachment is a proof of the approval, like a letter documentation or letter addressed to the operator. These on the top are the tabs that we're going to go through one by one and upload any information that we require then. Again, at every tab, we say there is a button that says back to the operator's profile. So whenever you press it, it will go back again to the operator's profile, the front page again. So let's go to the version control. The version control looks exactly, almost the same data-wise, exactly as the Excel report. Here we have the operator's name, again, CORSIA Airlines, the ICAO designated SPD, and the version number, as we've seen, it is 1. Okay, so remove 10. And of course, any version 0, right? And the date we say is about 12 June 2019. It's been approved. Here's the 12 June 19. And the valids start from 1st of January 2020. Any information, chapters 1 modification, is up to you to fill it up. And if they fill up something with it. Now, the system recognized that it could be another version while doing the planning or doing the implementation. So the system will provide you with the next field for you to fill in as a version 2. And once you fill in version 2, you'll go to version 3 or 4, 5, and so on. Save the record. Now we go down to the operator ICAO designated. It's nothing else but the CORSIA Airlines with the ICAO code in it. Here they require the person to write down the description of the operator's activities. Of course, the information is not from us. It's coming from the Excel reports that we receive from the operator. The information that we're looking for is all available in one tab, which is called identification. The first part, as we say, is nothing but the name of the airplane operator and its address and the contact, the legal representative, and anything like that. When you come to the point where we're looking for is the description of the activities. And there it is the activities. And G, this description of the airplane operator's activities. Please describe the airplane activities, blah, blah. So I don't know. So let's, for example, it has something called state affairs and cargo. So we just go and copy it. Then go down back to our page. Just paste it. whatever. This is just 2 words, doesn't make any sense, but anything description written by the operators will be translated or transmitted here. Right? So there we go for that. Now we go into the uploading marks. Just uploading marks. Because due to the uploading, we have the same thing as we had in the session 1 and 2. This is how you do the uploading, the same process, no difference at all. So to upload the marks or the registration, aircraft registration, operator registration mark, here we go. And it comes up with 1, 2, and 3. As we said before, that we need the 3 columns to put into the Access database. So let's go back to the Excel report and see what kind of information they provide us. The information is still available in the tab 2 identification. We could go scroll it down and you find all these are the aircraft registration that has been within the operators. So what we do is we just go and check it out and say, this is the field that we're looking for, and it has 2 columns. And this is also 2 columns, and this is also 2 columns. As we practiced before, we just click one of these and bring it down to the end with a shift and copy. Now look for the available space where we can do some cleaning and addition. So we go right here. Now we have the aircraft registration occupying 2 space. So we delete one of them and we say delete. And now we know that it's going to be the next one is the name of the operator. So you put down CORSIA Airlines. Now, because it consists of a 3 or 4, you need another column here, right here. So we insert it, and we can say 1 because it goes by the ID 2 and 3, and the system will pull it back from down to the 10. So right now we have 1, 2, and 3. Let's go back to see what other fields that are required in the Access database. Okay, here we go, and 1 and 2 and 3. So we're on the safe side right now. So we can go back and copy it and paste it over here. Put it down to the first cell until the last cell. Oh, I'm sorry, you got to pull it down. Name of CORSIA should be covered at all points. Now, first cell to the last cell with the shift button. Copy it. Now we go back to the same thing. Click, right click, paste it, and there it is. Now we got everything is posted and populated in its right place. Yes, we do that, yeah. All right, so next we're gonna go back because this is only 1 column. So we're gonna go back again, back to the Excel report. Now we have the second column, which is now aircraft registration. Say start from FX, back to first until the shift to last, copy it again. Now go find a space and try to plug it in, remove the B, and you got your space. And this one becomes the CORSIA name of the operator. And pull it down before we forget like last time. Then we insert 1 more line here, and they say now it's going to be a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Don't worry about the numbers. The system will pick it up automatically. So now we get from here to the S with the shift and copy it again. Now back again to the, so we go to the last one over here, make a right click, paste it, and now we continue the second column. It says, yes, you want about to paste. Yes, we do want it in. Back again, sorry to say this, but because of this, the way they did it, they're not making it friendly to. Again, now we go for the third column, shift down, copy, find another page, paste it, remove it, enter the name of the operator. Pull it down, insert, another 1, 2, 3. So I got counting the numbers. Over here, click there with the shift and copy. Now back. Again, same thing, click, right click, paste it. Now we covered everything that we have seen. Don't worry about the ID numbers. We can change that into a sequence 1, 2, 3, and 4. But total is 30, is seen right here at the bottom here. Now we have done it. We close the form and we go for the next is the operator registration marks, empty, F5. And you got all the information that we entered now in its place. Save the record. Right, done. Now, next, we're going to go for the company's ownership structure. Company structure is just information, name of subsidiary, aircraft certification, description, and all those things. Now, where do we get information? Still, I have to go back to the Excel report. Well, we're still in the tab number 2, which is identification. Here where we have the subsidiary, going to structure the company, things like that, all this information here. It's just a matter of copy and paste. Next, we're going to go for the fleet and ops data. Click right here. Oh, now we have 2 columns in here, 2 things to upload. Uploading 1, uploading 2, and right this point here. Now here is the CORSIA Airlines where, the operator has to define which type designated they have and what is the fuel type used and what the number of airplanes will be. And this one here will tell you the state of origin that they're going to travel, and the state of destination we're going to be traveling in the year 2020. So first, let's go and see our Excel report. It's going to be under the fleet and operation data. Here we go. So we have the first one, which is the aircraft designated with the fuel type. We need to upload this into our database. The same process. We just click the first one and go to the last one. So that is because they're putting it in 2 different columns. So now we just go and copy it, find empty space, paste it. Now let's see, this one is going to be 1 column, and 1 column. Oh, how lucky we get. So now we're going to do is put down the operator's name in the end. Oops. Cool. See, yeah. Airlines, pull it down to cover everything. Now, what we do is we insert 1 line because it goes by the ID number. So we got 1 and a 2 and a 3. Pull it down and all the numbers are there. So now we have a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. If we are lucky enough, we don't have to come back here. So we do a click on the first cell until the last cell, make it copy. So we have a 5. So let's go back to the database because this. You go here, we have the information. You got 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 because of the, so let's go to the uploading. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Fantastic. So we do is just click, right click, paste it, it's gone. To paste 28 icons, yes, we want to do the paste icons. Make it a save record here. Now we're going to go back again because of the second column in there. There we go. So now we go for the second one again from the start with a shift to the end and copy it. We know that. And we go find an empty space, click it, and we got the 3 space here. 1, 1, and 1 column, lucky enough. So the last one usually is the name of the operator, CORSIA Airlines, and then pull it down all the way. It's not much. And insert, make it a 1, 2, and a 3. I don't know, but Excel always require 1, 2, 3 for him to go around to get the rest of the numbers. Now again, we go click over here to the end of this and then cover it, copy. So hopefully we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, not considering the CORSIA Airlines. So now let's go back to the Access. All right, here we go again. Now we go to the new session here and right click, paste, voila. Now we got everything filled in within those 2 columns. We made it into 1 column. All right, yes, we do it, and then we save the record. Great, now we close the form. I guess that's all it takes, right? Now, what happened? Both informations are empty. Click on the F5. Now you got all the type of the fuel in there. Great. Next, we're going to be looking into the state of origin and state of destination for the plan of 2020. So we go and uploading here. We say we got 1, 2, and 3, and 4. All right, great. Now we go back into the Excel report. The information is available in the Fleet and Operation Data number 3 tab, and these are the information with the E, list of state pairs operated by aeroplane operator. Same procedure, same process. You should be an expert by now. You just click on here and find out, oh my God, See that? It happens 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns. And this one is also taken over 4 columns. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to click here at the beginning and all the way with a shift to the end. Now make it here with a copy. Find an empty space. Click, and now you got yourself this. This field has 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 is not required, so we just go and delete it. And we have this one also 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So the second and the third and the fourth just delete it. Now we got it all covered. Okay, so it looks much better this way. Okay, now we have all this. So we have 2. Now let's say we need another one, which is the insert. We insert with the numbers. So you got 1, 2, 3. 3. Now go all the way down to 34. Now, anything else? Yes, of course, we forgot. Then we need a CORSIA airline here, or the name of the operator. Right, pull it down all the way. Now we covered everything. Now, if we're lucky enough, we don't have to come back here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So click on the first one, shift, click on the last one, copy. Now let's go back to the access, make sure that it fits. Yep, pretty lucky. This says yes, it consists of 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So the same thing, click, right click, paste it, voila. Everything is in there. So you don't have to rewrite it or write it again manually or even look at it. So now you say you have to put the page 34. Yes, we do. And we save the record. Great. Now the information is in the database itself. So we close the form to make sure that it's there. F5. There it is. There it is. All the information's in there. Don't worry about the ID. We can change it later anytime. It doesn't really, it's not significant at all on the ID number here. So now we finish this part. The next part is just copy and paste, nothing else. This is where you put in your information, changing an airplane's fuel type, everything in there is all available in the Excel report. Now, the next thing we're going to go for is the method, means, and calculating. Same thing, every single of them. I'm sorry, it doesn't look so nice. It looks so crowded because I want to make it look at one page instead of making it in multi-pages. So this way, you just fill it in. Whatever you find in the Excel report, just fill it in one by one. And the next thing we do is the data management, same thing. Whatever they fill in, you just fill it. If they don't fill it in, either you have a choice, or you take it back and send an email saying that they're missing data. All right, so that covers the whole thing about the EMP, which is the Emission Monitoring Plan. Don't forget to attach the document at the first page. Make sure that you're looking at the right thing to put in. Back to the operator's file, and so we got everything in there. Right. So if you want to take a look at it, it's going to be through the EMP form again. That ends the session for the EMP form right now. Next, to make it more final, we go back to the return of the main page. Go to the main page and you're back again. This is where we're trying to finalize it by looking into the reports now, not looking into the reporting. We're looking into the CERT reports, the ER reports, and the ICAO report. Okay, so let's go back for the first of all, the CERT. If we fill anything in the CERT report, then it should appear in this report itself. So let's click the CR reports and see what are the CR reports that we have in the database. It's better than doing it in an Excel sheet, right? So CRT here we have a choice in this search engine here. Either you're gonna use it as a new CERT entry. It's fine, just click over here and it will transfer you back into the 0 of the operator's profile and things like that. The search existing entries, yes, we want to look at something that we entered. So click on the search engine. Here we have a choice. So either you select your own operator or you just leave it blank. So let's leave it blank and see how much we have by clicking the open report. Once you click the open report, there it is. Voila, all the information that deals with the CRT, only with the flight time. There's nobody else in there, right? So nothing else. So here's information that is CRT because you don't have any information on the date and the flight ID, but we do have the aircraft type, the origin, and the state of origin like that. And not only that, the whole CO2 emission has been calculated in this point here at 11924. If you go back to your Excel report, you'll find it's exactly the same number. It says 11925. It's rounding back into the 0.0. So that takes care of the CRT report. Now, all right, main page, we're back again to the main page. Now we're going to take a look at the ER reports. What are the things that we have seen in airports, and what are the things that we might want to search for? Let's see if we can go. So here's the search of the ER. We have a choice of either putting the operator, departure state, arrival state, and what year are we looking for. But while leaving everything in the blank, we could see everything what we put in the system. So click open report, and here it is. The total of all this information that we put in, mainly CORSIA Airlines only. So here are your total emissions at 34798. Now, in this report, you still have a choice of saying that I don't want to see anything to do with Switzerland also. We want to see only from Saudi Arabia. So what you do is you just right-click and you say equals Saudi Arabia. There we go. It comes on only anything that is state departure from Saudi Arabia. This is the collected CO2 emission on this one here. Then if you want to go for another place, like instead of Saudi Arabia, just do the undo and goes back in and say, give me anything to do with Egypt. So you just click it and it says equal to Egypt, and that's what it is. It's total of Egypt flight from here to there. You know, it depends. I mean, if you're looking for something like this, and that's it. So all these things here to be done in the search of a 9 level of filtering if you're looking for. Right? So back to search again. And now we end up with this. Like I say here, you can go and ask for departure state, arrival state, or a year that you're looking for. Now back again to the main page. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have the ICAO report. Now, this is the report that's submitted from the civil aviation to the ICAO report on the end of the year. Now, let's take a look at it by pressing the ICAO report. Now, it might be satisfying, might not be satisfying, depends on what civil aviation is looking for. But what I did was just the same template that ICAO sent to all the operators, civil aviation, sorry. Okay, so let's press down the ICAO report and see how does it look like. Ta-da! Here we go. Now we have the civil aviation logo right here, and you have a choice of printing it or just reading it. This is how the template of the ICAO was submitted to our civil aviation. So I'm just copying exactly as it is. So they have this word field 1, field 2, and this is the CORSIA Airlines. The airlines operators to attribute to the state verification. And here we go. This is the attributes, and these are the verification bodies. And list of airplane attributed to the state verification accredited. Table A5, state report airplane operator to whatever, fly hour, and these are the informations and the flight times. And finally, the emission report from state to ICAO. It shows you the total CO2 emissions per aerodrome pair aggregated, for all airplanes attributed to the state. It's this. And total annual CO2 per state pair up to here. So this is what it looks like. If you want to do the printing, fine, just click it over here and it will give you where you want to print it on your printout, right? So let's close it. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the third part of the CORSIA reporting system training session. Finally, before we go, we have added a new features in this program. It's called the audit trail report. Now, this audit trail report, it tells you who was the person who changed the data, person who deleted the data, and what was the data before. It's very important because if someone deleted some information, the audit will keep the previous one before it goes to the second one. So let's take a look at it by pressing the audit trail report. Here it is. It's just a huge information, depends on how many years you're using it. This will tell you that who is the person, which is right here, is where the person responsible name, which is myself. And what did I do? I did change some information. So let's look at it and say, aha, so there it is. I did change something here in the version field on the 22nd June 2020 at 12:46 p.m. I changed information from the word draft V1 into a 1. You know, all this information like this here, I changed the fuel from a yes to no. At what time? At 10:52 and 11 June 2020, and on and on and on. This is the beautiful feature about the audit report, audit trail. Right, back to the main page, and then we finalize it. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, please call me on my number at 966 503-609392, or my email, alpha alpha tango tango alpha sugar. No, forget it. It's Alpha Lima Washington Echo Echo Sugar Gulf at yahoo.com. It's easy to go. Thank you and goodbye.